Oh, wow. Hey, everybody. Oh, that's so nice. And thank you for having me back on Sounds on 29th. I'm so thrilled. And you're right, life is applause worthy. And it is going well for me. I'm dating a stockbroker. He's a strong buy. Thank you. Uh, I tried dating a law student, but it didn't work out. We couldn't make it past the bar. That is a tough test. Now I'm dating a 30-year-old, which is, if you know me, that breaks a lot of rules. Like, I'm like a rock star. It's like, once you turn 23, you're out. And this one is 30. He's a fireman, so it's all the muscles. They're everywhere. There's pectorals, there's abdominals, and then there's arms. He has giant arms, and that's what gets me. It's, the big arms. I'm like, "Eesh." And then he's 30, so I get confused. I'm like, I don't know, when are we gonna break up? And then it's the big arms, and apparently I have a gun show loophole. Right, that's what I do. On Thursday nights, I have a date with the Kardashians. That's my code for taking out the trash. Oh, you're right. You're right. That's a dicey joke. I take out the trash. I live in Parker, Colorado, and we have chores like that. My chores are take out the trash, and sometimes I go to the grocery store. We have a King Soopers, and here's a story. I was at the King Soopers, and I came around the corner, and there was a tiny little woman. She's about 85 years old, and she's about 4 foot -2. And like tiny little old lady, and she wanted something up on the top shelf. And I'm tall, I'm 6'3", and tall people, we have a job to do at the grocery store. If we see a tiny little person that wants something on the top shelf, it's our job to help. So I was like, "Miss, do you need some help reaching something on the top shelf?" And she said, "Oh, you are so kind, young man. I do. I need the All Brand, and it's located on the top shelf all the way to the back of the shelf. And would you be so kind as to help me?" And I said, "Sure. Get up there." I was like, "Come on, Kathy Rigby. You can do it." Mary Lou reckons she got up there. You are very kind. The last time I was here, I was telling you that I was working on new concert moves. I've been studying Beyonce, and that's what concert performers do. We ask WWBD, what would Beyonce do? At this moment in a performance, Beyonce will do something, and many concert performers do this. They say, "Well, it's time for the new single." And you're right. Every crowd at any concert ever always gets bummed out when the person says, "It's time for the new single." It's because we don't know the words, and we don't know how to dance along or anything, and that's a challenge. So I'm gonna do the new single, and sing along if you know the words. This is my new single. It's called Light Rail. Which we have a wonderful transportation system here in Colorado, and the light rail is terrific. Riding the light rail is like playing a par 3 golf course. You never touch the driver. I did that. I was taking the light rail and off to one of my favorite little comedy clubs, and there was a moment where I had to change trains, and I saw a moment that happened in real life, and that's something I like to do. When I witness something in real life, then I'm like, this needs to be brought to the nice people at Sounds on 29th and for the terrific little comedy show, So here's the moment that happened. There was a mother, she had a young mother. She had 3 little toddlers. They were ages 3, 4, and 4.5. And remember that, like, when 4.5 was important? You're like, that gets me an extra 15 minutes of bedtime. And the mother was doing so great at wrangling in the little kids. Like, little toddlers are a bundle of energy, and she was doing that thing where she's entertaining them and she's teaching them all at the same time. She goes, "What sound does a lion make?" And the kids are like, "Roar!" And I was like, whoa, I'm on the Serengeti. This is so real. There are lions everywhere. And then the mother says, "What sound does a chicken make?" And the kids are like, "Barka, barka, 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 barka." I'm like, oh my God, I'm on a chicken farm. This is so amazing. These kids are super talented. And then the mom said, what sound does a president make? And the kids were like, grab him by the I shouldn't say that. Well, thank you for having me on Sounds on 29th. I love you, Colorado.